All right, Facebook. So I don't know if you guys are aware of what is going on in the news, but it's definitely true. To every black man out there, I just want you to be safe, be very careful how you drive, and just be careful how you approach any police officer you come across. I just got pulled over in Clinton, Tennessee, by two officers, and when they pulled me over, they didn't give me a reason why I was being pulled over. At first, I thought I was being pulled over because I was speeding, but honestly, I wasn't speeding. I was literally going like 5 miles below the speed limit. So this police officer pulled me over, and he told me to put my hands on the steering wheel. So I had both hands on the steering wheel. He was yelling at me. He came to my car. He tapped on the window. He said, "Roll the window down." I rolled down my windows, and he had a gun pointing to my face. So he asked me to put my hand out of the windows to where he could see them, and I did just that. So while they were doing that, like 4 more police officers show up. 4 different cars shows up, and when those 4 vehicles show up, they asked me to step out of the car with my hands up. So I stepped out of the car with my hands up, and they told me to kneel down. I kneeled down with my hands up, and 3 police officers came to me and put a handcuff on my hand. And at this point, I asked, "Why am I being arrested?" They said, "Well, you are being arrested because this vehicle showed up in our system as a stolen vehicle." I told them I own this vehicle for about a year. It's not a stolen vehicle, and I can give them proof of where I bought the vehicle. I can give them every paperwork, every documentation they need for the vehicle. I can provide it to them. So, what? After they handcuffed me, they took me away from the truck towards one of the cops' car, and they told me to lean against the car. So while I was leaning against the car, every time they asked me a question, I try to turn around to answer, and they would just slam my head back on the car, say, "Lay your head on the car, do not turn around, keep facing the opposite direction." And at this point, I was just mad because I feel like I'm being treated against my will. I'm being abused, I'm being bullied by these guys. And if you're telling me I'm driving a stolen vehicle, I'm providing you every documentation to prove that this vehicle has belonged to me. Why can't you take the proof that I'm offering? Why can't you take the proof that I'm offering? Or why can't you call the dealer that I buy the car from? But he refused to take any of that. So they went ahead, they searched my vehicle, they checked, they looked underneath the car, they were looking everywhere as if to say, I stole something else, or like I'm a drug dealer, or I have a gun. I have none of that. I don't travel with a gun. I don't own a gun. I don't do drugs, and I try to avoid, stuff like that. So they were checking my car inside out, top and bottom, and they didn't find anything. So after 30 minutes of torture, literally at this point, there was a whole bunch of people, coming out to see what was going on. People was just driving by, they would make a U-turn, come back to the scene, get out of the car, record what was going on. And this went on for like 30 minutes. They were literally torturing me, like the handcuff, it was pretty much into my skin. My hands are all sore right now from that. This happened like 2 hours ago. So I'm just telling, I just want to put my story out there. Especially, I'm a proof that this stuff is real. And this is my advice to every black man out there: please be careful, because these police officers out there, they're gonna pull you off for no reason, and they're gonna come to you by surprise. I was surprised when they pulled me over, and I got pulled over for the wrong reason. So, and they did what they wanted to do to me, pretty much just torture me in the way that they felt. And I'm glad there was witnesses out there, that was watching everything that was going on. This is very sad that it's happening today in America. This stuff needs to stop. This stuff needs to come to an end, because I don't want to be afraid every time I leave in my home going out driving my own car. I just want to be free. This is a free country. We shouldn't have to second guess ourselves every time we're trying to get in our car to go somewhere. So I just hope that all of this can come to an end to where we don't have to be afraid of of the law enforcement out there. Thank you.